welcome to Weigh-In. I am up late today because we were out and about early this morning. Both of us had to go get our second vaccination, so we're fully done with that. And then while we were up there in Salisbury, I said, "Do you mind going to the DT?" He said, "I sure don't." So, I mean, you know, when in Rome. So there will be a DT haul coming up at some point. And I am, knock on wood, I haven't checked my email back yet, but I'm going to meet a subscriber, Susie, who has some cookbooks for me. If you remember, if you've been with my channel a while now, you'll remember I met her kind of halfway. She doesn't live far from me at all, and she gave me all her cookbooks, practically hundreds. I'm saying hundreds, and I showed them on the video. Well, she found a few more, so she said next time I was going to the DT in that town, let her know. So if she's available tomorrow, there will be a double DT haul and some Happy Mail. So anyway, this is weigh-in video. Let me show you. And I'm going to tell you why I'm not mad about it. I weighed in at 331.1 for a gain of 0.8. And that puts me at 46 even. Now, I'm not happy about it. And I didn't really expect it because I tracked everything except for what we ate out, and we opted for Chinese. That is not sodium still in my system from Sunday. It's just not. And I did eat my weeklies. So I ate my weeklies and then I ate Chinese. So some days this is how it plays out. Some days you're low and then the next day you're high and go into your weeklies. But it doesn't take into account, the best I can tell, iTrackBite doesn't give you that 4 added to your weekly. So if, let's say I was, let's just say 33 points one day instead of 39, but the next day I was 45, then it looks like, oh, you pigged out, you went all up in your weeklies, when the day before I didn't even use all my dailies. So it just kind of all comes out in the wash, just the way I see it. So that gain, when I first started Weight Watchers, the very first week, I gained 5.5 pounds. I don't know how I did it, but I did. So if you're getting started, don't get all worried about your first week. I don't know if there's just something about starting a new regimen or something like that, but getting back into the swing of counting points, I'll get back to it. But here's why I'm not mad. Because we have to look at our NSV. Oh, before I go further, let me show you. Be you. The world will adjust. I made this yesterday. I saw that quote somewhere and I'm like, okay, gotta have it on a coffee cup. Found this cup at the Dollar Tree. Perfect for putting stuff on. RJ, he told me he wants something on one for him too, so I'll be making him one. Holly can't decide what she wants on hers, and David don't drink coffee. Truck driver don't drink coffee. Figure that. And I love that saying. I thought I might put it on both sides, but I thought, one side's good. Anyway, the NSV is, since I've been walking, I had to go to the doctor yesterday just for lab work and took 6 sticks before he finally got blood. See that bruise right there on that shoulder? I don't want to drop my book. That's where he finally got it out of, because I have this thing about the crook of my arm. You just can't touch me there because I'll faint on the floor. So I normally get out of my hand, but I'm a hard stick. He uses the babies, the needles that you use on babies, because my veins are so small. Finally, he got it up there. But the thing is, while he was getting ready, because I was the first one that morning, so while he was getting set up and everything, I sat in the little waiting area. And you know, it's just those little padded, straight kind of chairs that they have in, you know, typical doctor's office. Here's the NSV. When I sit down, neither side of my hips touched the arms. The last time I had an NSV, I sat in it without it coming back up with me. And I know some of y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. You will sit in a chair, and when you stand up, your hips will be wedged, and that chair will come up with you. Yeah. Well, the last time I had an NSV for a doctor's chair, I fit in it. My hips still touched, but I was able to get in and out of it. This time, they didn't touch at all on either side. And I know without a shadow of a doubt that has come from my walking. Now, these are the days I have walked, and then I'm going to tell you something about that. So, last Wednesday, I ended up walking 20 minutes. I don't know, did I walk before I did? I think I already told you that because I walked before I did my weigh-in. So we'll start on Thursday. Thursday, I walked for 20 minutes. Friday, I walked for 20 minutes. I took Saturday and Sunday off. And then I have not walked again. I told y'all those little glider things that I bought for the back legs of my walker, that if anybody had any suggestions, because they're wearing off. So within 2 weeks' time, it wore down to a nub, and just the metal pole is dragging on the sidewalk. I'm going to tell you, there's the one offshoot sidewalk that go down is really long. I could tell, I told David, he was cracking up. I could tell how far I had walked previously because I could see my drag marks where I was scraping the sidewalks. I'm like, and it makes the most loud racket you've ever heard. So I'm like, I'm not going up there and scraping the sidewalk with that metal. Couple of you told me I need one of those rollators. You know, the four-wheeled walkers that's got the seat on it? Why in the world did I never think of that? So I got to looking. Found some at Walmart, and I found some at Amazon. I was going to get it quicker from Amazon. Walmart's wasn't going to be till next week. And I told David, I said, I'm not waiting a week to go walking. I'm just not, because I'm getting used to it. I'm looking forward to it. So it will be here tomorrow. Not sure what time, so I don't know if it'll be like, you know, in time for me to go tomorrow during the day. If it comes late, I'm not going to go up there, you know, when it's getting close to dark or nothing like that. But anyway, so I am super duper excited to walk with my new walker. Cannot wait. I'm just going to glide. I'm going to float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. That was dumb. I'm going to glide like a ballerina. You just watch. That is what makes me, if you see my little card right there, I changed it. I got the front ones turned backwards. So I reach in there and pull one out. It says, you are capable of amazing things. To me, walking is an amazing thing. I never dreamed I could. Now, I'm not going to tell you it's fun as far as how it feels on my body, but it does give me energy. It makes me feel better about myself. While I'm doing it, I'm okay. You know, afterwards, it kind of, but I'm doing it. So to me, that is an amazing thing. So try to think of something that you want to do that maybe you just haven't stepped out to try. Listen, the first day that I went out there, me and my walker, I thought, well, first of all, y'all know I don't care what people think, what people think about me. I just don't. But I thought, I'm going to be out there on that sidewalk. People's going to be walking and running. I didn't know how crowded it would be because that's where everybody goes uptown. Well, there's an area behind those giant buildings. It's called the Horseshoe. That's where most of the people go. I still pass people because I'm meeting the nicest people ever on my walk. But the first day I went out there and I took that walker, I was like, am I going to be in people's way? Am I going to, like, get on their nerves because maybe they're trying to walk. And I didn't, like I said, I didn't know how crowded it would be. No. The first day I had somebody compliment me, I told you about it. And then almost every day, somebody says something encouraging and positive. So even if there's ones out there that look at me and think negative things, big whoop-de-doo. What have I told y'all before? What RuPaul says. I'm paraphrasing, but somebody else's opinion of me ain't none of my business. So if Mr. Doolally walking past me wants to roll his eyes and think, what's that big old woman out here on a walker doing? She got no business out here. She might not be on that walker if she wasn't so big. Guess what? It ain't my business. That's his business. He can take it and stuff it. That's how Sue sees it. Why I always think of that, on Glee. That was such a good show. But think of something amazing you can do. If you've been wanting to go out and walk, go out and walk. Get your walker. And if you don't want to walk on your road, like I didn't want to walk, I could walk out the house. I would have a hard time getting there with these stinking big old rocks we got in the driveway. But my road is so busy, I was afraid to walk on the road, even though it's a small house and where we live. Y'all hear me on the porch. Y'all know how busy it is, and you hear how fast them people go. So that's why I'm driving uptown. If you have to drive somewhere, then drive somewhere. But if you have a safe road, then go out on your road. And don't worry about what somebody's going to think about you if you have a walker or if you have a cane, or even if you don't. If you think you're too big and you don't want nobody to look at you, let them look. Let them pop their eyeballs out on a spring like Go-Go Gadget. It don't matter. It don't matter. Do something amazing. Whatever it is that you've been wanting to try and you just have not got the whatever it takes to do it, just get out and do it. Now, let me ask you a question. Since I want to do Motivation Monday, and I had some positive feedback about that, are there any topics that are on y'all's mind? Things that maybe you need motivating about? Because it's not just about me, it's about y'all too. And I am sure that there are topics that a lot of us can get on board with, that we need some kind of motivation or new thoughts or new ideas, new ways to look at things. Because sometimes a second set of eyes is helpful. Y'all think of stuff, you say, I tell you stuff that you hadn't thought of. Y'all tell me stuff all the time that I ain't thought of. Y'all have good ideas and suggestions. So if there's any topic you want me to look up and try to research, because I try to find valid points, valid ideas to give you, and then just pepper my own opinion in there. I don't always feel comfortable just giving you just my opinion, because I want some facts to back it up. Like I say, studies show. There's a lot of those studies show. I don't know where the studies happen, but they show. So if there's anything that sounds interesting to you, just let me know in the description box and I'll see what I can do. I'll make me a little running list of ideas. How about that? So the next video you see from me at some point, probably tomorrow, because if I do go to the other DT, I want to put it all in together. But you'll probably see this shirt because I think I'm going to go in there and record what I bought now. Oh my gosh. David, he don't never go with me, so he saw firsthand how it happens. How you start out with 2 things and then you end up with a buggy full. And he's like, yep, it adds up. I'm like, yep, it does. Let me tell you this. I'll tell you on that video too. But they are rearranging it. They are making it a Dollar Tree Plus. Never been in one of those before. So they have a section that is $3 to $5. Never saw a section like that. They had some very cool stuff, and I did pick up a couple things. So in my wad of dough that I threw out, there was a couple $5 items But that was fun. That was fun seeing that section. That would be a good section for Christmas. They had Spalding basketballs for $5. If I could sit outside with Sebastian, I would have got him one. I'm just at this point in time not able. I don't have a chair to sit in the back where he's got a whole yard to play in back there. I'm too scared to sit on the porch and let him play in the front yard by himself because he's only 4.5, and they're impulsive, and he might kick that ball and it go into the road, and impulsively he chased that ball, not thinking of the danger ahead because, little children are supermen, superwomen. So anyway, but that's the kind of stuff they had. Home housewares, they had like, oh my gosh, all kind of cool stuff. So anyway, let me stop up talking, and I will see you on my next video.